Hi guys. How you doing? I'm out here at Lake Draper. I had a really awesome idea last night. Me and my buddy were hanging at my place, talking, playing COD, Black Ops 2. And we were talking about like helmet cams on like soldiers' helmets. You know, they're like cameras, and you know, like, you know how apparently the White House was watching the Bin Laden raid? That was all helmet cameras, like, you know, right there. And we were talking about the movie Cloverfield. Have you ever seen the movie Cloverfield? The one where like the monster attacks New York and it's all shot with Handycam or whatever? Well, we were talking about that movie and how J.J. Abrams, the director or the writer or whatever he did in the movie, was talking about doing a sequel. But so we were talking about, you know, the helmet cams on that and how J.J. Abrams was talking about number 2, and he's like, yeah, but how would they do number 2? And I was like, bro, the best way to do a number 2 for Cloverfield was the military response to the monster going through New York was immense. You know, the military was just blowing this thing up with everything they had, and it wouldn't die, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking that's why you shoot Cloverfield 2 from the perspective of a soldier's helmet cam. I mean, you got to stick with the handheld, or you know, that style, you know, videography or filmology or whatever. And so we were talking about that. And I was like, that'd be the way I wanted to see Cloverfield 2, is shot from the position of a soldier's helmet cam. Well, then we got on to the subject of all the movies that have come out that are based around handycams or, you know, stuff like that. I mean, the Paranormal Activity, everything. Cloverfield, Paranormal Activity. The Blair Witch Project was like the precursor to all of them, I think. And what else is there, you know? There's a ton of other movies coming out that are all kind of from the handheld perspective. Ooh, what's that one with all the high school kids that get powers and stuff? But yeah, that one too. It's shot from like multiple. Then he was like, you know, what do you think the next movie they'll do like that will be? And it was weird because we both looked at each other, and then we looked over by my Xbox, is my helmet with my drift on it, and we just looked back at each other like, dude. You know that moment when all you can do is look at your buddy and go, dude. Aren't many off-roaders over there today. There's big off-road trails and stuff. I'm going to be coming back here eventually whenever I get either a dirt bike or a dual sport or something. What about like a movie shot from a motovlogger's perspective? What would that look like? I mean, I think it'd be cool. Have a group of friends all out, and they have like cameras maybe. They all have cameras. So what's going on here? I'm kind of curious. Oh yeah, the lake. The lake looks so good whenever it's up like this. Obviously, you see the color change in the rocks, like halfway up the embankment there. It's not to capacity, but it's still so nice to see it up again. But, yeah. It's scenic around here. It's a little scenic, yeah. But so, you know, you have like a group of people out motovlogging, or like they're all hanging out and one of them's motovlogging or something. They all have cameras, you know, GoPros, drifts, and, you know, contours, what have you. And how cool would that be? I think it'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be cool. What do you guys think? Motovlogger movie, yes or no? I'm personally voting yes. Then what bike would you want to see in there? Now, personally, I think it'd have to be like supermotos or dual sports, because you can do so much more with supermotos and dual sports than you can like this. I mean, you put a supermoto out there, and you can go on-road, off-road. Oh my God, the world's coming to an end. Let's jump the curb and do shit, you know, let's go that way. We'll hide in there. Dual sport, you know, you can do that. Super sport, you're kind of like, oh no, the apocalypse has happened. Or, oh no, the Russians have invaded. What do I do with this super sport? Well, I can outrun them, I guess. But I can't hide from them because it's so damn loud, you know. Just, you know, screaming down the road. You can't hide from them. Every Russian in a, you know, mile radius is going to know whereabouts you are. Then you can't outrun the radio. You think cops are bad. Murderous Russians. Or communists, or you know, whatever have you. Or I guess it's like North Koreans in the latest Red Dawn movie. What else? Skynet, you know, Terminators come back. You know, you gotta be quiet, you gotta be stealthy for that shit. But then again, you got like a 250, 450, 400 thumper, you know, going down the trail, you know, every hunter killer Terminator and, you know, whatever. That would be cool though. You get like one of those in Salvation, you know, they had the motorcycle Terminators. You get like a really cool chase. I mean, in Salvation, all he did was clothesline one, rewire it, pick it up, and ride it down the road. But what about like a Terminator chase? You know, oh no, we're gonna get you because we're superior, you know, little robotic motorcycles that are prowling the road, and you're just like, oh, dual sport, jump a log, and what's the Terminator bike supposed to do? Like, I can't go in there, you know, my gyroscope that keeps me upright would be like, you know, wouldn't be able to do it, at all. So we would have to send her around a dirt bike or a dual sport or a supermoto. Maybe Jake could film in it. Okay, generalization. The super retards, or the DFW crowd, or the Kansas City Supermoto Sunday, you know, those guys, they're just out perusing, you know, blah, 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 having fun, and then all of a sudden, holy shit, you know, the moon is falling from the earth, and the aliens are coming down and shooting everything, and then the zombies are rising. The aliens come down, and they're shooting laser beams that raise the dead. They like have a cluster bomb that goes off over like a cemetery, and the dead raise up because they smelled like the gas or something, and they're like, you know. So like you got aliens, and you got, you know, zombies. Then a Terminator or two comes back, and then you have what's her name, Summer Glow or whatever, the hot chick from the TV series, and she's also on like Firefly in the Serenity movie. Yeah, her, and she's like, come with me if you want to live. I know you can't see it, but I'm like rubbing my chest. Cause that's how I imagine her, is like, you know, just being uber sexual. Like, come with me if you want to live, baby. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So what kind of lubricant you running down there? Is that the 10W40 or the 10W30? And then she says, oh, actually it's the, you know, whatever for the optimum lubrication. And you're like, yes, ma'am. And then she's like, would you like me to reroute my battery so that I can send a little, you know, little tingly sparks down there? Not sparks, okay, hold on. I mean, not sparks, but like a little tingle, you know, like, imagine putting a D battery on the tip of your tongue, but imagine like having a D shove. Yeah, and you know those movies are, you know, the handheld movies, they're so low budget. They're so low budget. and you know, they come out mediocre. And I mean, what'd they say? Like, how much money did it cost to shoot the entire Paranormal Activity series? What was that, 3 or 4 movies? Okay, they don't joke on that 15 mile per hour. Plus, it's always like gravelly and sandy and crap. And if you're not ready for it, it will... See, like all this right here? Ah! If you're pulling G's and hit all that, pulling G's, pulling, you know, 0.5 G's, and you hit that, you are done. But I think it'd be a cool idea. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't that be cool to you? I don't know. Let me know what y'all think.